Honorable judges, respected audience, and everyone who is watching this today. Salve, Shalom, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, I would like to thank the Almighty God. It is because of Him that we are all able to attend this contest. Secondly, let us offer our gratitude to God, who through His divine wisdom and love has guided us from the time of ignorance to the enlightenment we experience in our present day. And last but not least, I'd like to thank the judges and the committee of English National Competition 2025 for giving me this such a very special opportunity to compete in this contest. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Iko, and I'm from Widya Mandira Catholic University, standing here before you all to deliver my speech. And I hope you all are feeling as amazing as I am right now. Though, to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm not here to tell you about what I'm feeling. Instead, I will tell you about a vital cause that has changed my whole perspective on our world. Now, before I start, I'd like to ask one question. Have you ever scrolled to your social media feed, seeing global trends, viral dances, and international brands dominating every corner, and wondered if our own local stories, songs, and sayings are slowly fading away into silence? Well, I have, and it's a wake-up call we can't ignore. This realization leads me to think about my own local language and how preserving it in the era of globalization can truly save my cultural identity. Ladies and gentlemen, today I speak on preserving local languages and traditions in the era of globalization. Or if I may suggest, an alternative title that captures the urgency, safeguarding our heritage, preserving our local languages and traditions amid global waves. As you can see, globalization is like a powerful tide, connecting us through technology, trade, and media, but it often washes away the source of our local identities. In Indonesia alone, with over 700 languages, nearly half are endangered. As younger generation turn to English or dominant tongues for opportunities, traditions like our intricate batik patterns, communal gotong royong, or ancient rituals in remote islands risk becoming mere footnotes in history books if we don't act. But this isn't just statistic, it's personal. Reading about these challenges in books like The Death of Language by David Crystal opened my eyes to the heartbreak of cultural loss. The author weaves compelling stories of communities fighting back, using modern tools to revive what's slipping away. It shows that while globalization brings progress, it doesn't have to erase our essence. Instead, we can blend the old with the new, creating a vibrant mosaic. Reading such works gave me mixed feelings. Sometimes I felt saddened by the stories of vanishing dialect in places like Papua or Sumatra. Other times inspired by revival efforts in Hawaii or Wales. And sometimes a blend of determination and hope as I thought about my own homeland in East Nusa Tenggara. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to share that I myself am contributing to this fight not in a grand global way, but through a heartfelt project close to my roots. Growing up in East Nusa Tenggara, I've seen how the Saburai Jua language, spoken on Raijua Island, is at risk of endangerment. As Indonesian and global influences take hold, there are moments when I felt helpless, watching elders' stories go untold and youth disconnected from their heritage. But then I thought to myself, I remembered the struggles in those books where languages fade without documentation. So I took action on my ongoing project by documenting the Saburai Jua language, creating a digital dictionary complete with audio recordings and cultural notes. This tool isn't just a list of words, it's a bridge for future generations to reclaim their identity with accessible website, even in remote areas. This project has transformed my life by making me realize that preserving local languages and traditions isn't optional, it's essential. It safeguards our wisdom, fosters pride, and enriches global diversity. And now I feel so thankful to thinkers like David Crystal and the community inspiring us, which indirectly led me to this path of active preservation. Ladies and gentlemen, facts shows us that over 40% of the world's languages could vanish this century due to globalization's pull. But with efforts like digital archives, community education, and policy support, we can turn the tide. And I assure you, these actions can save our heritage, just as my project aims to for Sabu Raijua. While we are at it, in these efforts, it's not about rejecting globalizations, as it offers incredible connection and innovations. What matters is whether we can embrace it while nurturing our local languages and traditions, facing the era with open hearts and rooted souls. Now, before closing the speech, I'd like to quote one of my favorite lines from The Death of Language. A language is far more than a means of communication. It is the very essence of people's identity. Lose it and you will lose part of yourself. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for my speech, and I hope we've all learned something new from it and felt inspired to act. Thank you very much for your attention.